Do you think that there's an opportunity to maybe, I guess, bring the Jimmy Crute into the Ronnie Coote world? The MMA version of a Ronnie Coote is a Jimmy Crute.
It's a Jimmy Crute. I love it.
That's a great call there, Tom.
Did you get a Jimmy last night, mate?
A Jimmy Crute.
Yeah, Jimmy Crute.
Oh, of course, that's a Jimmy Crute, mate. Now, listen, we're going to go to Musashi's top 5 comebacks right on the screen here. Let's have a look at them. Powered by Musashi.
Alfie Langer.
Hang on a sec. What? At number 5, you're telling me there's 4 more better comebacks than the great Alfie Langer in Origin?
Comfortably, mate. Listen, it was a good comeback, not that good.
Listen, the great Phelps, the greatest Olympian of all time, is worthy to be on the list, that's for sure.
Okay, look,
MJ.
Jordan, I've got to put,
You can't argue with that one.
I can't. I'm not going to argue with that.
It's not the best, though, Dan, and that's not the best. It was impressive, but nowhere near the best.
Tom Brady,
listen,
obviously goes to the Buccaneers, wins another chip.
It's very attractive.
That's hard to argue with. That is very hard to argue with, Brady.
There we go. That's a proper number 1.
Hang on a sec. So
that's a proper number 1.
You're telling me that Alfie Langer is 3 or 4 steps away from that comeback.
Denon, he came back and we won the series at Suncorp.
Are you kidding me?
It's like the greatest game of all time.
The greatest game, the greatest series ever played by the history of the game.
Alfie Langer, he was over in England. He probably wasn't playing footy over in England. Got a call from Wayne probably at 3 a.m. in the morning, come back and killed it.
That was as voted by the people, mate.
Yeah.
The people believe in Joey, and so should you. And the disrespect I'm hearing on this couch.
Oh, my God. Top 5 comebacks brought to you and powered by Musashi, as is this fight week. Look at the crowd going absolutely wild for Jimmy Crute. I'm sure after such a long layoff, he would absolutely love that feeling again of being on stage and adored by all these fans here. It is absolutely electric out here at Sydney Hall.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a hand for the light heavyweight contender, Jimmy Crute? I know this is a special moment for you. You have an undeniable relationship with this fan base. What is it like to be competing in Sydney here as a UFC fighter for the first time?
I can't put it into words, man. These fans, I don't see yous, I feel yous. I feel yous. We're going to war on Sunday!
Before I let you go, you've been out for a long time since UFC 290 in 2023. What do you think has been the biggest benefit to the time away?
Finding God, finding Jesus Christ, my Savior. Let's go!
Ladies and gentlemen, there he is, Jimmy Crute, live on pay-per-view Sunday here in Sydney. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now
there you have it. Jimmy Crute getting interviewed by Anik this Sunday.
He seemed pumped up.
He is pumped. I tell you what, I was with Jimmy Crute yesterday. Very chilled, very relaxed. This is a different version of the big fella. The crowd absolutely feeling Jimmy Crute's energy. The big fella, he's feeling electric himself.
I can only imagine, and literally I can only imagine, just the energy. You
Here he is, Jimmy Crute joining us, the big fella.
Keep him on.
Keep him on, Jimmy.
There you go, mate. Here he is, mate.
That was incredible,
I'll tell you what, spoke to you yesterday.
How are you, mate?
I spoke to you yesterday, mate. Very calm, cool, relaxed. Come out today. You're fired up. How you feeling?
I told you, man, everything I hold back on a day-to-day basis is going to come out on Sunday night. For better or worse, I'm not leaving a stone unturned, and I'm not leaving anything inside myself. Everything is coming out in that octagon.
Oh, mate, I honestly, I can feel the energy from you, mate. It's absolutely electric. I love it.
What's it mean to you to have the comeback here in Sydney in front of your own people, baby, like in front of the Australian? Like, it just must be unbelievable.
I said it. I don't see them. I feel them. When I'm up there and I hear the cheers, it goes through my whole body, and it gives me so much energy. Fuck, I can't explain it.
Mate, it seems like you're clearly very pumped up. How do you manage your energy throughout the week? Like, is that something you need to even be concerned about, or you just got to feel it and just let it rip?
Man, honestly, I just be authentic. I just be myself. And when it's time to let it out, I let it out.
Now we've actually got Suarez in the background here. She's warming up. Now, mate, heading into this weekend, I tell you what, when you envisioned the feeling of being back in, does it feel as good as you envisioned it, mate?
I dreamt about it, man. It feels like my dreams.
Yeah.
It feels like my dreams. It feels, that feeling I get in my heart, it feels the same. So I've been here before. For it to be real, though, is special.
Is the dream what compelled you to come back? Was it that is that sort of what it was, or?
No, the stubbornness in me, I had more in the tank, and the dreams have just started coming, closer I get to the fight, the more in tune I feel.
Did you wrestle with the decision, or was it an easy one? Like, I have to come back.
I had to come back.
Yeah.
I had to come back. I was fully intent to walk away, but I got way more in the tank.
Mate, you spoke yesterday about feeling like you, because there is only you, and it's very easy to be you. Do you feel like you right now?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I feel good.
That's incredible, mate. I'm just feeling your energy right now. I would say I feel like I'd go out and fight, but I actually can't fight, so that can't happen.
No, that won't happen at all. We want to talk about your mullet. We were admiring it up there as it bounced in the breeze almost.
Majestic.
Mate, it looks absolutely gorgeous. Is there any routine? Is that washed? Is it fluffed? Is it
I was just freshly trimmed. You know, just the usual washing, but nothing too extravagant.
You're running like a conditioner through that, because it looks luscious.
I had one a few years ago and I didn't look after it and it went chat.
Yeah.
So
you don't want to chat mullet, baby.
No.
Not for your comeback.
No way.
Mate,
no way.
Thank you so much for joining us, brother. Really appreciate it. Australia is behind you.
Love your work.
Feeling the energy. Good luck, brother.
Get him, Jimmy.
Thank you, boys.
This Sunday, live and exclusive on KO and Main Event. There he is, the big fella.
Can I be honest with you, Denon?
Mate,
Jimmy's got me jacked.
I'm
mate.
jacked up.
Look at how sweaty that couch is. Like, you may not be able to see that back at home, but that's a sweat. He just warmed up for like
That's
5
not my
10
ass sweat. That's an actual fighter
I
sweat.
tell you
Your
what,
ass sweat's much more than that.
Jimmy's given the great rugby league guru a run for his money. That's a nice joke.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Shout out to Guru.
Now, we've got Suarez on the stage here. When you talk about one of the greatest stories in MMA, Suarez is up there. An incredible story of resilience, of toughness, of staying in there, hanging there, believing in yourself, the dream, focusing on the dream that you had from a very young girl's age. An incredible story. We're going to probably get her on the couch here as well, which cannot wait. But, boys, one of the best wrestlers in her division. Cannot wait to see her.
Mate, you just saw her behind us on stage. When we're talking to Jimmy, you could hear it, but she was throwing her coach around like it.
We just got here, actually. Here's the run sheet of her injuries, guys. We've got it on our monitors here. I mean, look at that. To come back from just one of these injuries is enough. All of those.
Deviated spine. She was a prodigious wrestling talent, Denon. She was training for the 2012 Summer Olympics in London. Breaks the neck, deviates the spine, finds out during the MRI that she's also got thyroid cancer. Like, she's been to hell and back, make no mistake.
And that knee injury just looks ghastly.
Unbelievable.
ACL, MCL, LCL, and meniscus. You're like, righto, that knee is in some serious trouble.
But there's a few comeback kids on the cards.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I'm loving this.
Now, Suarez up against a very experienced fighter in Weili. She's been in plenty of fights, in title fights. And basically, Suarez, essentially, I'm pretty sure it's her first title fight. She's the only ranked fighter with a 0 on her record, 0 losses, that is. So when it comes to challenges, not only is she fighting one of the best, well, the best in the division, but a very experienced Weili. This is going to be an absolute banger, boys.
Yeah, big time. Weili's one of the greatest women fighters of all time.
That fight with young Jacek is seriously goes down as easily top fight all time for me. Incredible, Weili.
Absolute war. If we even get half of that on Sunday, then that's money well spent.
Well, mate, you remember Joanna's head was swollen. It looked like she'd had a hair transplant.
Yeah, she looked like a mate of ours.
Now Suarez up on the stage here, warming up, looking fit as anything. Wow. It's such an experience. You sit down with them and they're very calm the day before and relax, and then they just get in that mode, that zone. Du Plessis talked about it, about almost having two versions of yourself, the person, the citizen version, and then the fighter version. And these Suarez here looking absolutely fit as anything.
Exactly, which is probably in podcasting terms, you've got your Sunday glutton version where you're not moving, you're pounding the good stuff, the fatty stuff, the greasy stuff, and then you've got your professional version, like we are here on the couch today.
Yeah, look, we're professionals.
Yeah,
we are. Like, some people look at us and go, look, you're just podcasters that got lucky.
No.
That's not what happened.
That's I resent that. No.
Listen, I'm not just all leg, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's more to me.
There's much more to us. Denon, I wanted to ask you, just in terms of the way you're talking about switching on. Obviously, it's not exactly the same. You played rugby league, but like, I imagine you to some degree can identify with the process of like warming in.
We've got an interview with Annie. Tatiana Suarez finally competing for the world title. I know you're a little bit shy. A lot of people came out to see you today. What are your emotions like now, a few days out from this title shot that we all felt like was an eventuality?
I just feel really good, and I'm super excited to be here in this amazing country. You know, when I envisioned fighting for the title, I didn't think it was going to be all the way across the world. And it's such an honor to come here because you guys are so amazing here in Australia. I feel super blessed to be here and to win my world title in such a beautiful, beautiful country. You guys have amazing coffee and food. And the football here is amazing. I just watched it. I was like, all right, I'm for it.
Yeah, it couldn't be a better country in which to become a UFC world champion. Before I let you go, Zhang Weili, she is the betting underdog here in defense of her title, but she has been a tremendous champion for this organization. What are your thoughts on the challenge in front of you here on Sunday?
I think she's an amazing fighter, all respect. She's a great champion, and I look forward to going and sharing the cage with her and winning against a really great opponent and showing my best self on Sunday here.
Thank you for coming out. Ladies and gentlemen, the #1 contender, Tatiana Suarez. Shout out to Patchy Mix, by the way, as well. All right, give us a few minutes and we will get your next athlete out here. Rumor has it he is a bad man, but he's not in the building just yet. Stay with us.
There we go, Tatiana Suarez looking absolutely electric up there. And when I say this may be fight of the night, I'm telling you right now, this may be fight of the night. Weili always in absolute barn burners.
Yep.
Suarez, this looks like it's almost her moment. It looks like she's been dreaming of this since forever. And she's here, she's arrived. I cannot wait.
100%.
The betting favourite.
Poised. Well, just slightly. I think it's pretty much even money, but she's a slight underdog. Like, this is so evenly poised.
I cannot wait. Here we have Suarez join us. Absolute privilege of Suarez to join us. Wow.
Hello.
How are you? Good to see you again.
How are you?
Very good, thanks. Now, saw you yesterday, had a chat, spoke to you about an incredible journey. As a young girl, you're sitting there dreaming of an Olympic gold. Now you're in Australia, you're going for gold in the UFC. You have arrived, you are here. How do you feel?
I feel amazing. You know, I'm just super excited to be here, like I just said. You know, it's super cool. I was really nervous going into the open workout because I just didn't know how the fans would be, but I felt a really good energy from them, and so I'm really excited just to go be here and just show off some skills, but the real job is going to be on Sunday, and I can't wait to show everything off.
You were tossing your coach around there, something shocking there. You were throwing him all. Did they expect that?
Do what?
Your coach, you were throwing your coach, flipping him around.
Honestly, I don't think he expected it. I was like, yeah, you know, I'm not going to do much. And then boom, boom, bam. And I was like, I don't know, I was feeling it.
Well, listen, if you're feeling it, just throw him around. You know
yeah,
The crowd loved it. The crowd also loved it. You're just pumping up Australia. You know the right things to say. You've been pumping up Australia, saying the right things up there, saying you love the coffee. You love the
yeah, no, I mean, I'm actually very, like, if I didn't like the place, I'm super honest, so you would know. And my face would say it, but no, I love this place. It's super amazing. The energy is so good here. And even when I did like interviews about, because they had done like these funny laws, you know, and there was one that was like courteous. I'm like, that's probably Australian because you guys are very courteous here and nice. So I was like, yeah.
Well,
and I got it right.
Well, there you go. We'll take that.
Well, I'll take that.
We got us blushing up here.
Now, heading into a title fight, you know, biggest fight of your life, where do you really feel you have the edge over Weili?
Where do I what?
Where do you really feel you have the edge over Weili?
You know, I feel like I'm just the best in the world. I don't feel like, you know, I feel like I have the edge in everywhere. I have really good distance. I have really good range. I have a long range. I have good kicks. I have good punches. I'm very fast. I have good movement, like I said earlier. But then not to mention my grappling's just second to none. And I look forward to showcasing all my grappling skills on Sunday.
And do you envision how you see the fight finishing?
Yeah, I envision the fight. I envision finishing the fight real quick. And, you know, I think I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to get my finish.
Thank you so much for joining us. We really do appreciate it.
Thank you.
And good luck this weekend.
I appreciate you. What do I know you're on there. You're like, I can't tell you. No. I'm like, where do I go now? No,
Thank you so much.
Yeah, this way. That's fine.
Here we go. And look, we are joined right now.
Oh, God.
Here we go. It is the great Nicho Hynes joining us right now.
Oh, wow.
How you going, brother? Good to see you, mate.
Oh, wow. Nicho, how you doing, mate?
There you go, brother. Just going to put this in so I can hear you.
The rugby league sex symbol.
You good?
Good.
Here we go, mate. How you been, brother?
I've been really good. It's been a really nice, short pre-season. The boys are training hard. You know, everyone says at this time of the year they're training hard, but you can't really tell what we've been doing until you play a game
Can
of
you
footy.
confirm any houses trained down over the off-season?
I think the house has been trained down for sure, but you know the boys have got opportunity on Friday to pull on the Sharks jersey for the first time and showcase what we've been working on the pre-season.
How's AFB going? How's it been having him over with the boys at the club?
It's been awesome. He is such a skillful big man, very agile, good on his feet, good pre-line pass, post-line pass. You know, and his voice has been real loud too. When he talks, everyone listens. So really excited to see how he goes.
When he gets into the gym, do you just sit there with your jaw on the floor, watching that man throw tin around, or what?
He doesn't know how to lift weights, actually.
Wow!
Love you, Adam.
He's one of those footy strong guys, eh?
He's just one of those natural freaks that hates lifting tin. But
That makes me angry. That makes me angry. Seriously.
I'm going to wrestle him tomorrow, so I might stay away from him now.
Now, listen, the UFC and everyone here is going to tell you that this is from them, but this is actually from me personally.
No, it's from us.
No, it's from us.
Sorry,
Don't steal that, man.
Oh, sorry. From the boys. It's from the boys.
Oh,
There you go.
yes.
So it's a UFC jumper that you can get from UFC
good.
store.
I made it.
With your own name written on the back there. We actually wrote it ourselves.
Oh.
So we put one letter
that's
each
so
ourselves.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did all this.
Yeah,
We did that for you.
Yeah.
Yes, that's awesome. Thank you very much,
no
UFC.
worries. Look,
Thank you very much.
We're big gifts guys. We love to give gifts.
Yeah, love that.
Definitely wasn't the UFC that did that, mate. So, but now heading into this year, you know, you guys went better in the finals last year, and I'm assuming as you know a leader of the side, the expectation I'm assuming has to be at least a grand final this year for you guys.
Oh, definitely. You know, I think this is our 4th year altogether under Fitzy with pretty much the same team. We've lost a couple along the way, but the combinations, the connections stayed the same. So I can't see why not. We can go an extra step this year. You know, we're not shooting for anything less. So, yeah, it's exciting times, and no better way to start than in the UFC capital in Vegas. And
Mate,
we get to go over there and showcase what we've been working on, and then hopefully some UFC members and fans and fighters can get over there and support.
Well, we actually have a guide for Vegas that we want you to witness. 2 athletes that went over last year, and they're just here on the monitor.
So basically, I'm going to run you through it. This is Tom and myself, right? Look, that's on the craps table.
Having a win.
Tearing it up. I suggest you get into that. Tim Zoo, Tommy, a bit of a 1-2.
That actually hurt.
Maybe don't get punched over.
That's the AK-47. Plenty of kick, mate. Like, don't blow your shoulder out. That's Brad Parker. He's a good friend of ours.
Recently retired Brad Parker.
That's right.
Yep.
But, mate, listen, so is this your first time to Vegas?
This will be my first time.
Your first time.
Yeah.
Just pace yourself, because it is. We were there for 10 days, and it's a mongrel. It gets its talons into you.
You got to be careful. The casino floors, there's no lights, there's no clocks. They pump fresh oxygen into there, and you feel alive and honest and free. So just don't let that will pull you, because you don't want to stumble home at 5 in the morning, right?
When you've got a big game to play.
We're strictly business, you know. We'll get over there, have a good time, but once it's time for footy, we'll be playing footy, and then hopefully get a good win, and then we'll go celebrate Vegas style.
You let the hair down, the wet hair.
Let the wet.
You gonna wet it up for Vegas?
Yeah, I'll wet it up for sure. Have to.
Speaking of Vegas, March 2nd on Fox League. Make sure to tune in. Thank you so much for joining us, Nicho. Really appreciate it. Good luck. We're going to head to a break. We'll see you on the other side.
Wait.
Look at that. So clean, so shiny. You could eat your dinner off that. Better not, though, because it'd probably slide off. Autoglim Super Resin Polish. Save 30%. Make it super clean, super satisfying with Super Cheap Auto.
Lose weight and enjoy more free time and better health with Light and Easy's new Jumpstart Go. Jumpstart Go comes with your choice of delicious ready-to-eat meals, plus our new range of high-protein fruit smoothies.
With Light and Easy, I've lost 24 kilos and I've stuck up my goal weight for the last year and a bit now. It doesn't feel like a diet, and with the high-protein fruit smoothies, it's a whole next level of convenience.
Lose weight, eat healthier, live happier with Light and Easy's new Jumpstart Go.
At Ashley and Martin, we know things can make you feel like you're losing it. But with our money-back guarantee, your hair doesn't have to be one of them. Keep your hair on. Consult the doctors at Ashley and Martin.
Have you got your tickets yet? For just $2, you could win this stunning waterfront Marta Price home package on beautiful Bribie Island, including this Bayliner boat, a Mercedes C300, a Land Rover Discovery, and $500,000 in gold bullion. That's a $3.6 million lifestyle package. Hurry, buy your tickets now at martalotteries.com.au. Don't miss your chance to win and breeze into island life.
I like to know what my patients are experiencing.
Did you just take a patient's drugs?
It's nothing I haven't done before. We've established that I do things differently. You are a strange man. Ja.
Went for a swim in the Hudson? Well, it's not the worst thing we'll smell today.
You cannot go on a joyride with my patients. There's a method to my madness.
He's stubborn, unapologetic.
Well, you just listed my best qualities, so...
New series, Brilliant Minds, Wednesdays 8:30 on Foxtel 1 or watch on demand.
Welcome back to Fight Week, powered by Musashi. UFC 312 this Sunday, exclusive to KO and Main Event. Make sure to tune in. Now, boys, there are 8 Aussies on the card. 8 Aussies. We've got Mullets. We've got the big fella, Tafa. We've got Matthews. We've got it all.
We've got thickness too, baby. Don't worry about that. Now, the time to be patriotic, Denon, is this Sunday.
It's now. It's right now, all the way till Sunday.
If you love your nation, you'll be tuning in for the prelims, the early prelims, and the main event, because this is in Sydney, babe. This is in Australia, so get around it.
It's also a good opportunity just to see some could be anything, some of the next big things of Aussie fighting. Because, you know, we've been blessed with your Rob Whittakers and your Volks, and now there's this next crop coming up, helmed by, you know, Jack Jenkins, who was here before, but you've got that slickness, thickness, who's fighting out of Volk's gym down there in Windang. It's very exciting.
Well, speaking of thickness, Tafa has just arrived.
Oh, wow.
And Tafa, arguably the scariest brothers all time. Imagine a world where you're about to have a UFC fight, you get injured, and they just go, oh, no, I've got a brother that can just step in for me and punch on. That's the kind of brothers we're working with the Tafa brothers. Now, Tafa, if my memory serves me correctly, I actually think he might have been signed with an NRL club, and he actually fell out of love with the game and then went into MMA and UFC.
Imagine falling out of love with rugby league and then just like the UFC becoming your backup. Like, that's just the most terrifying second option.
It's almost like he fell in love with knocking blokes out, maybe.
Yeah.
Rather than falling out of love, he fell in love.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to fall out of love with rugby league and get a UFC contract. Absolutely insane. The Tafa brothers, a long way from the Simpson brothers, Dan. That's for sure.
I tell you what, when look at these big boys on the stage, they are absolutely huge.
But if you can believe it, the guy who's fighting is even bigger. Taliesin Teixeira, I believe, is the name. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing it, but I think he's like 12 foot.
Yeah, my understanding though, Australian thickness.
12 foot?
12.
My understanding, Australian and Samoan heritage foot thickness is actually deceptively thicker.
Oh, yes.
Even if you weigh more, you are actually still thicker.
Yeah, okay, that's a fair point. It's a good call out there, Danny.
It's a great point, because what you're actually doing, you'll find with the Tafa says, it's thickness cubed, right? So, like, you know, it's unmeasurable.
Thickness
daily.
to the power of thickness.
That's right.
Does anyone know how to work out square roots and cubes and all that? No, they don't.
No, we don't.
So that's why it measures incorrectly.
That's right.
Less than.
Listen, do you think the scale knows how to work out thickness cubes? No, it doesn't.
Does anyone, honestly, who even invented thickness cubes? Seriously.
I would like to, when he comes over, just sort of get a look at the knuckles, the fist of the man up against maybe Eddie's head or Denon's. Not mine. But
near my beak.
Well, just for scale, let's put his fist next to a human skull and just see what it looks like.
Now, the crowd is going wild for Tafa, absolutely wild. We actually have the top 5 knockouts brought to you, biggest knockouts brought to you by Musashi. Here we go, knockout moment brought to you by Musashi. Oh my God.
God. He tried to do the walk off and the guy held his leg. That was a mistake. Walk off.
I just want to know, like, what is it like to walk around Earth having the ability to do that?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Dude.
Oh, my God.
It's gladiatorial. It really is. Like, that's Colosseum stuff.
And then the Samoan dance after it.
I mean, just chef's kiss, the touch on top. That's Tafa's biggest knockouts, powered by Musashi.
Can we just touch on the power, the awe that you get off the back of a walk-off?
Yeah.
Look, Mark Hunt, one of the GOATs, huge walk-off guy.
Yeah.
Tafa, now also a walk-off guy.
Is he inheriting the crown?
Well, I think so. I think he's taken the mantle of the
It's a heavy
walk-off
crown.
KO.
It's an extremely heavy crown because
if anyone can carry it, 121 kegs, Tafa, I think, is the man for the job.
He's the man for the job, big Tafa. Now, heading into this fight, it is a huge fight for Tafa and his career. Needs to get the win, as you guys said. all thickness squared aside, he is actually fighting a huge human being opposing him. Guys like Tafa are almost similar-ish to a guy like Bam Bam, where they are showstoppers. Like, they may be on the prelim, or they may be second on the main card, and yet they are the ones remembered. Their performance are the ones remembered, and that's what Tafa can bring to a card.
Well, that's it, mate. The people love seeing the big boys bang.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. I mean, we just saw the highlight packages. If we get anything like that on Sunday, Kudos Bank is going to absolutely erupt.
We've actually, I think we've got a little baby Tafa on the stage.
Oh, really?
Or I say
a
baby,
junior Tafa.
A junior Tafa. The crowd's going wild, so he's probably going to be a prodigy. He looks about, what do you reckon, 13 years old? So he'll be knocking blokes out by the time he's 18.
Boys, absolutely.
Always a pleasure.
We've got John Anik here now with Tafa.
I know 2024 was a challenging year for you. How excited are you to get back on the proving ground tomorrow?
Man, I'm pumped, man. Pumped to put someone to sleep. Let's go.
Before I let you go, oftentimes when you compete, the bodies hit the floor. You're facing a UFC newcomer. Any thoughts on the matchup in front of you?
Oh, man, the taller they are, the harder they fall. Let's go, Sydney.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen, Justin Tafa.
The taller they are, the harder they fall.
You want to talk one line that one time?
Yeah.
I've never been in a position to be able to say that.
No.
Because it's not true for me.
No, it's not true, but also...
The taller they are, the easier they knock me out.
As soon as you say that, you immediately just are filled with self-doubt. Because, you know, I've said something that is going to come back to bite me on the arse.
Listen, it's one of the most thug lines in fighting, right? It just is.
I tell you what, Tafa is a scary, scary man. I mean, I've been in some NRL change room with some big boys that are very scary. Tafa tops a lot because he is. Look at the big fella. You know what?
Tall he is walking behind us. He's basically the same size as
behind.
From behind.
I tell you
on
what's
the
funny.
floor.
He's probably going to be the nicest gentleman in the history of.
Well, that's often how it happens.
Here he is, the big fella.
He is the big fella.
Good to see you.
How you doing? Nice to meet you, mate.
Now, first of all, fight week in Sydney. The crowd absolutely feeling your energy. How you feeling, brother?
Oh, man, I'm feeling good. It's another day in the office for me, but it's even better I get to do it in, home country.
Absolutely. Now, you've actually got some footage here. You actually were signed with an NRL club initially, and then you've actually worn quite a few different NRL jerseys over the time. We need to know, who is your team?
No, I'm a Parramatta fan.
Oh.
I support all the Brisbane teams too, but at my home, I was born in Auckland, so I gotta support the Warriors too,
Oh my God, what is going on here?
So Brisbane, Parramatta, and Auckland.
What about Parramatta, Warriors? Sometimes Melbourne. That's where I played my 20s.
Can we fit the Manly Seagulls in there? Come on. What are we
I
talking
think my
about?
cousin Steve Maddow or something, so maybe.
Oh, yes, shoulders of justice, Steve Maddow.
In Queensland or New South Wales?
Oh, Queensland, through and through. Man, from Lincoln City, bro.
He just gets it. He gets it.
Me, Cameron Smith.
See, there we go. Now, you're at the Storm in the under-20s. What made you decide to go, you know what, I mean, one of the best clubs in the world in rugby league. A lot of people don't walk away from that, but you did. What was the reason?
Man, I was up against guys like Christian Welsh and Matt Lodge, and I seen them, and I was like, nah, man, they're too fit for me, I know my place. I'm better at fighting on the field than I am playing footy in the octagon.
Wow. Can you explain the feeling of knocking someone out? We were just watching you walk off KOs. Is the walk-off like just the most satisfying way for you to end a fight?
I think the walk-off was just more showing mercy, I did a walk-off in Perth, and then they didn't give me the bonus. So the last time in Sydney, I had to do the ground and pound, and people seeing how brutal it was. Man, I'm just trying to save brain cells,
Wow, here we go. Here's some knockouts here. Oh, my God. He was like begging you not to walk off.
When you don't get the fight bonus for a walk-off, are you on the blower to Dana going, bruh, like, let's get it together here?
See, like, I didn't get the walk-off, and so I had to do the kind of ground and pound.
Yeah, dude, this one.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't want to hurt the man, but
you got to do what you got to do.
What I do, yeah.
Can we I wanted to see the size of your fist up against Edwards' head just for a bit of... No, not to punch him, just as a comparison there.
I mean, you can punch him if you want. You can punch him.
Yeah. Look at it. Fist to
standards,
fist.
bro.
Far out.
Now this weekend, where do you find that you have an edge over your opponent?
I think my experience, and I've been in tough wars before, and you don't know what kind of deep waters until you've been in it. I've been in it and thrived, so I think that will show on Sunday.
Now, heading into this weekend, it's a really important fight for your career. I guess the next 12 months, what do you envision for your career?
Knocking onto the top 10. That's all I envisioned for this year. Last year, I was at that door, then a few injuries and whatnot happened. But I think this year's my year.
Now, Teixeira, he's obviously taller than you, and he's got bigger reach and all that. Like, do you have a different tactic for a man that's taller, or is it just, you know, the same game plan?
No, man, you know, they say, man, everyone's got a plan until they get punched, and Austin Lane was the same, similar height, you know. Height's only good and reach is only good if you can use it. Until I cut that away from you, now it becomes a big problem, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And, mate, how special is it fighting here in Sydney in front of the Australian people? Like, to
honestly,
just get you up and about?
man, I love it. I love fighting in Sydney. I wish it was Brisbane, you know, so I can just go home right after the fights, but this is second to Brisbane, man.
Lovely.
Now, we're going to head to a break, but thank you so much for joining us, brother. Good luck this weekend.
Appreciate it.
Cheers, mate.
Really do appreciate it. We're going to head to a break, and we'll see you on the other side.
Sure, her kids brought home A+. Yes, hi, Brittany. Yours brought home nits, but who cares? Because shiny. Make it super satisfying with our leading range of car care products at Super Cheap Auto.
There are enough stresses in life to lose your hair over. Good thing Ashley and Martin have a hair growth guarantee. Speak to the doctors at Ashley and Martin. Keep your hair on.
Have you got your $2 tickets yet? Win this $3.6 million Marta Prize Home package, including this Bribey Island home, this boat, Mercedes, Land Rover Discovery, and $500,000 in gold bullion. Hurry, buy your tickets now.
Hungry Jack's Mega Feast. Mega value. 2 Whopper cheese, 2 cheeseburgers, 2 chicken royale, 4 small chips, 4 small drinks, plus 3 chicken tenders for only $39.95. Only at Hungry Jack's.
Some people reckon this is the Aussie way. Sure, but at Aussie Broadband, we reckon there's a little more to it.
Like keeping your entire family better connected with Australia's most trusted telco. Even this little champion. Where did you get this dog? With reliable internet brought to you at speed and a local expert support team that are there to help whenever you need it. Yes! That's Aussie Broadband. That's the actual Aussie way.
Dricus du Plessis.
Undefeated at the UFC.
Du Plessis is a tank. He is as good as anybody in the world.
Strickland.
He fights like a mad dog. It's about as difficult a matchup that the champion could face.
Zhang Weili.
Across the board, she's the best in the world.
She's very dangerous. Tatiana Suarez.
Undefeated, she mauls women. She's becoming this unstoppable force.
Welcome back to Fight Week, powered by Musashi. UFC 312, exclusive to KO and main event. And the crowd has absolutely erupted. Sean Strickland has come out. He's got the mic.
Fucking degenerate cunts. Let's fucking go, man. Hey.
Are we taking
Feels
Sean?
real good to be back to this fucking place. We got Nina over here. Nina, say what's up to the fucking people.
What's up, fucking people?
All degenerate fucking pussies. I'm just joking. Nah, man, but last time I was here, I had a great time, dude. You guys are all a bunch of fucking savage cunts, you know. I consider you guys like the white trash of English. I'm Scottish, so I respect you fuckers. Oh, there's my man fucking Georgie. Georgie, get the fuck over here, dude. Get the fuck over here. What is it? Hey, say what's up, Georgie.
How you guys doing?
You guys doing good?
And new, times 2, let's go.
Hey, you learned some shit since last time you've been here.
Let's go, yes, of course.
Hey, do we got a pair of gloves? Anybody got some gloves laying around? No fucking gloves, dude, no gloves. What the fuck, dude? Georgie, I gotta get some gloves. Who has them? Let's go, bro. Don't worry, we're gonna go talk to the people. We're not going over the barrier. Georgie, I'm gonna get some fucking gloves. You guys don't want to hear me fucking hit pads, dude. You don't want to see that shit. Hey, everybody relax. My man, you got something to say to the people?
What's up, people?
Let's get it, bro. Let's fucking get it, dude. I got you, my man. I got you, dog. Let's get it.
Thank you.
Let's go, bro. Hey, you got something to say? Let's fucking go! Let's go, bro. Freedom! Freedom, motherfuckers. Let's go. Hey, Georgia, I need some fucking gloves or you're gonna get hit with no gloves on, my man. It's just how it goes, dude. There's not one guy with gloves in this fucking place. Let's go, man, hey. Let's go, fucking Wheels. I like that's a hard motherfucker right there. Hey, you know, guys. Hey, Australia, my dog. We're in the land of the communists. I know you guys can't say Transformers. I know hate speech is a thing here. It's really hard for me to come to this fucking country. They're throwing women in jail for COVID posts, a Chinese virus. It's real fucking wrong here, dude, but I just want to... Georgie, get the fuck over here, dude. Get the fuck over here, dog. I just want to tell you guys, man, it feels so good to be back here. You guys got a beautiful fucking country with fucking beautiful people. And man, I seriously, it's... And new, I don't know, new. Now listen to fucking Dutch, man. That fucking retard. Hey, respect to Hillary, respect. The man fights like he's a retard on the short bus, dude. Hey, and we respect him for that. We respect him for that because that man fights fucking hard. But I'll tell you what, Dutch man, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you for 25 minutes. There will be no gift, Dutch man, which is a cool nickname, by the way. But I'll tell you what, Georgie, dude, we don't got poor China. Hey, Izzy's not here, dude. There ain't no dogs are in safe. All the dogs are safety. Bro, I want to fucking hit you, but we only have one pair of gloves, dude. No, I want to hit you, motherfucker. Oh, hey, give me a 4-ounce glove. Throw that up there. Give it back to the guy. I need one more glove. Give it a launch. I got you, dog. Throw that glove up, sir. Let's go. All right, Georgie, put these on, you fucking pussy. Put these on, you motherfucker. And we get this woman next time.
Well, there you have it. Sean Strickland has entered the building. Now, the person on stage that he is mingling with was here last year, and they had a little, let's just say, spa. And so they're, look, I guess he's a man that loves of tradition. He wants to do it again this year.
Yes, he's given the kid another shot.
Glory, listen, I'll tell you what, he announced himself, I think, fair to say.
Yep.
You know he's in the building.
There's a lot of impact. There's a lot of impact. The whole place is very aware that he's here now.
He's not backwards in coming forward.
Listen, you gotta... these people, he's a wild man. He gets in there and he throws down and punches. He says some wild shit, and he's a wild gentleman who's now...
Here we have...
Who's now belting a shorter gentleman.
A shorter gentleman that might be 5'6".
Yeah. Oh, he got him though. Oh, he missed him. He got through Sean's defense, which is impressive.
Well, actually, I did see off camera, he was like warming up like a proper boxer, the little fella. He was like fully stretching in that.
Look at this little
So he's
guy.
offering a bit.
I reckon he's gone and done a bit of training.
He's wore a couple there.
Looks like D or Dave for anyone. That's
It does look a little bit like D or Dave.
Oh, he's dropped
Beautiful,
him.
mate.
There we go.
Oh,
He's dropped him.
He's dropped
a body shot. So Sean Strickland.
Get up, son.
Get up.
Sean Strickland versus Du Plessis this weekend. You do not want to miss it, guys. This is one of the biggest grudge matches in UFC right now.
If you thought this grudge match was big, you wait until Sean fights Dricus.
Oh, this is just the warm-up. This has got nothing on Dricus this Sunday, baby. Nothing at all. I tell you what, he's proof that you can't bridle a wild horse, can you?
Look, you just sometimes you just got to step back and allow a horse to buck.
Yeah. I'd like to also just pour one out for the producers who were probably having a heart attack a little earlier.
Yeah, listen, I mean, pour one out for the blokes sweating over the kill button. Yeah, I mean, that's a tough call.
Yeah. Shockingly, to some, he probably won't be coming over to sit down on the couch.
That's a wrap for me, guys. I love you motherfuckers. I'm gonna shorten my life for you sick fucking cunts. Let's fucking go! As of always, hate speech isn't real. Fucking freedom for Australia. Get it done.
Sean Strickland, ladies and gentlemen.
Big freedom guy.
Sean Strickland has now officially left maybe the building, but definitely the stage.
Yes.
Listen, I know the producers up right now have just sweat about probably 3 litres of sweat. And, pretty much nearly got cut off the whole time.
Listen, you think that cutting weight is hard? You think cutting water weight, 10 kilos for a fight? Be a producer when Sean Strickland's got a mic.
Yeah.
That's the toughest gig in world producing.
Like, what would you rather, be a producer when Strickland's on stage or take one from Tafa?
I'd take a couple from Tafa.
I think if you ask Nick, he'd be going, hey, listen, I'll take one from Tafa if I don't have to deal with that. I think you would. Shockingly, as I said, Strickland will not be joining us. We were open to it, Denon. You put the line through it, which is disappointing.
Yeah, look, I threw my weight around. Definitely, it was all me that said he couldn't be here. It wasn't anyone else higher up or anything.
And what do you say to comments that you've gone too woke?
Yeah, he was eyeballing me, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
He was in his soul,
You could feel it.
Yeah.
You could feel the PC-ness.
You could feel that.
He's like, that guy over there's anti-freedom.
Yeah, that guy's woke.
He hates freedom. Fuck that guy.
Denon Camp hates freedom.
Yeah.
There you go.
Listen,
There you have it.
He certainly knows how to put on a show.
Absolutely. Now, coming up, we've obviously got Du Plessis and Weili in the open workout. Now, this fight on Sunday, Strickland, you can tell he is zoned in. I know there's a lot of character and a lot of banter and all that kind of stuff, but sitting down with him yesterday, he is absolutely locked in. We've got some highlights here of him knocking out, dropping Israel in an absolute barn burner of fight. 7-1 underdog. Got the job done. Du Plessis, a lot of people felt he won the last fight. You know, he came on very strong at the end as well. I'm really interested to see. He's got a great camp, a really smart coach. I'm really interested to see what information they download from the last fight against Du Plessis, because he's such a tough fighter to get reads on. Du Plessis, you know, he's hard to read. He doesn't have a very orthodox way of fighting. It's going to be super interesting to see one of the best defensive fighters in the game almost download that information and, I guess, react to that last fight. It's going to be a barn burner.
He just seems incredibly awkward to fight, doesn't he? Like, he completely throws guys off their rhythm, off their game plan. So it'll be very interesting to see how Du Plessis adjusts to it.
You mentioned earlier the fact that he basically brought Whittaker and Adesanya back together. He mended fences there. They bonded over how weird of a guy Dricus is to fight. So I think we owe him a debt of gratitude for that, because that was some wholesome stuff.
Now we've got Anik on stage bringing out Weili, absolute superstar of the UFC, has been brought out. I'll tell you what, you do not want to miss a Weili fight. Every fight she is in is an absolute barn burner.
Yeah.
One of her last fights in a couple of years ago, apologies, against Jon Jacek, was seriously one of the greatest fights all time.
I think we're going to see some footage of it here in a second, Denon. It was incredible. And Joanna at the time was just, you know, she is an all-time great, but it was like at her peak.
Almost unbeatable.
And it was one of those fights that you just don't forget. There are some that really stand out in the mind, and this was brutal.
Look at
especially Joanna's head by the end of the fight.
And I tell you what, you've got to give Weili a follow on her social media. She's such a funny character, really engages with the audience. I'm telling you right now, there's a very good chance that the co-main could be fight of the night.
Yeah.
This is going to be a banger. Especially, I'm interested to see how Weili deals with the wrestling of Suarez. Suarez's wrestling is just on a whole nother level. So does Weili go in, trying to work really hard on her takedown defense and keep it standing? Does she work on her off-the-ground jiu-jitsu? I mean, there's so many ways she can enter this fight. I wonder whether is her strength in the stand-up department good enough to be able to keep Suarez off her? That's probably the biggest question of the fight. Can she deter Suarez from almost entering that space enough where she's hesitant to, and then kind of win that battle? Because if Suarez is confident and get past that boxing range, it's going to be a tough night for Weili, I think.
Weili is also, she's a two-time champion. Like, she came back from defeat from Rose Namajunas, I believe, to then reclaim the title. So there's just it's sort of another level of fighter you're dealing with here. Someone who's able to deal with hardship and come back.
Well, the comeback's difficult, particularly in fighting. I mean, typically if you lose your belt, that's it, right? So for her to come back, she's obviously super resilient. She's coming up against Suarez with just an incredible story. I reckon Sunday could be a 5-round war.
Well, you look at UFC 300. Now, we know the UFC, their main focus, number one focus, is putting on the best fights possible. They just want banger after banger. They trusted her with a co-main on UFC 300. That's how much they trust her to put on a good fight.
Was that I think it was UFC 300 where there was like that controversial moment where she basically had almost choked that girl out at the end of the round.
We've got some footage just here, yeah.
End of the first round, yeah.
At the end of the first round, and then she's basically sort of waking up as the round goes, the bell for the end of the round goes. And then, as you said, came back and made a real fight of it, but it's...
19 wins by finish in that weight division. It's just incredible, absolutely incredible.
There you go.
Sunday, baby. Just bring it on.
Fight week powered by Musashi. Live and exclusive on KO and Main Event, guys. This is going to be an absolute barn burner of a cage.
Are you going to come to the fight stand, or are you going to watch it from your bed and eat some muesli bar?
No, I'm going to do a live stream watching it. But I tell you what, I wish I was there. I just had some commitments already.
Any muesli bars? Like, for those that are watching, Den and Kemp famously one of the great muesli bar eaters of all time.
And that's from your wife. She said that. She said that it's a problem in their marriage. If there's only one, it's that Den eats too many muesli bars.
Have we gone to see a therapist and had couples therapy over my muesli bar addiction? Yep. We have. Some people have other addictions. I've got a muesli bar addiction. Yep. I can't help it. They taste good. They're nice. Look, would I like to get a sponsorship potentially?
Yeah.
Yes, I would. Am I going to stop eating them in protest if I don't? Potentially.
Well, I thought that the choc chips were sort of just left around your house like little Lego pieces that are getting stuck in your wife's
Well, they were signs of a junkie, having too many.
Yeah.
And I was affecting the kid. The baby's walking around picking up chocolate, eating sugar, going crazy.
Now, unlike yourself, Tom and I will be out there Sunday. Just a gentle reminder to those listening, the big wigs at UFC, still looking for those ringside tickets. We haven't had confirmation yet. I hope that's still happening.
Well, look, the fact that I've got the weight to go around and actually telling no, Strickland's not allowed on this couch, I'll give Dana White a call myself.
So would you do that for us?
I can do that for you. Look, Dana White, notoriously, he not a big non-freedom guy, so I don't think he's going to take my call, but I'll do my best.
Look at some of these kicks that we're seeing here. The athleticism is out of this world. It's something, obviously, that oh my goodness, getting your leg that high.
A lot quicker in real life.
Yeah.
If you look over our shoulder, we're getting it. She's only 10 metres away.
Oh.
An absolute beast.
What I love about MMA, it just really does show you the size of someone. It really doesn't matter. That she is so explosive and powerful.
Yeah.
Look, the crowd is going absolutely wild. She's a fan favourite. Never a dull fight with Weili. Never a dull fight. I cannot wait to co-main this Sunday, live and exclusive. Fight week brought to you by Musashi.
I'd like to actually pay some respects to the pad men and women who have been out here today. Weili was a bees you-know-what away from kneeing that fella in the head.
Here we go, Anik with an interview.
Zhang Weili. Thank you for being here. Thank you for putting on an incredible open workout. How excited are you to compete here in Sydney on Sunday?
Oh, I'm so happy to be here. Hello, Sydney. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Aussie. Aussie.
Before I let you go, I know you've been asked a lot about the challenge in front of you, Tatiana Suarez. What are your thoughts on the fight on Sunday?
This Sunday, and still.
There she is, folks, the strawweight queen, Zhang Weili.
Nice. Listen, I tell you what, we talked about Du Plessis being the quote man of the week. Weili knows how to work a crowd.
Mate, it's pure and it's simple.
Yeah.
Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. It is so simple. It is so genius.
You could kill someone and then say that, and Australia would get on
the crowd would absolutely eat it up. You had Tatiana talking about the quality of the coffee, which is another great way into the hearts of the Australian. But the Aussie, 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 oi, 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 it's a guarantee.
It's special. Can I ask you, have you ever started one?
Never had the privilege of starting an Aussie. Have yourself?
No, I haven't. Would you go for one this Sunday, Tom?
It's a big play.
Listen, it's a huge play inside of the arena.
Tom, why don't you try one now?
Try right now? Well, no, because I don't know that people are going to be able to hear us, and I don't want Nick, whose ears will explode if I'm just screaming into the microphone.
I'm under the impression Nick was the one that said to do it.
No, Nick has said that under no circumstances.
Do you want a scissor, paper, rock, and the loser has to start one on Sunday?
Yeah, sweet.
Right. Scissor, paper, rock.
Oh my
Scissor,
God.
paper, rock.
Oh my
Scissor,
God.
paper, rock.
Oh my God.
That was huge.
It's official. Tom has to start an Aussie. Oi. At the UFC this Sunday. You do not want to miss this. Oh my God.
That's tough. Dude, I almost fell off here as well.
Now, boys,
this whole couch almost fell off.
I'd just like to say, surely it has to be around the co-main, the main. It can't just be on the
It's got to be in the main event.
It's surely got to be in the main event.
It's got to be busy.
It's got to be in the thick of it.
Oh, God, that's going to...
Are you going to stand up and turn around and be like...
Well, listen, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get the crowd going, but that's probably not going to be enough.
Look, I tell you what.
You got to give it all you got.
I can't do main and co-main. There's not an Aussie fighting. I've got to have an Aussie.
That's even better. You're
Tafa. There you go.
All right, around Tafa, I think.
Okay, around Tafa.
I'll work it out. We'll film it. It'll be on the socials. Hello Sport Podcast.
Yeah, give the socials a follow because you're not going to want to miss that.
That's unfortunate.
You're not going to want to miss that. That is great stuff.
I knew I was going to lose that as well.
Well, you've never beaten me, mate. So there you go.
I don't think I've beaten him.
I tell you what, Weili once again delivering for the nation. Once again, Weili has delivered. You basically embarrassing yourself. It's just great stuff.
Yeah. That's going to be tough to handle.
Now, Weili, incredible kicker. Have a look at this. Oh my.
That's what I'm talking about. You're the pad man. Like, you are centimetres from getting kicked in the head.
He's like a superhero in real life. Like, you watch like a Marvel movie with Black Widow or something.
You're a big Marvel guy, aren't you?
I'm actually not, to be honest. Look, straight up.
The gentleman around whom this entire
Straight up. Can I be honest? Can we talk Marvel for a second?
UFC middleweight champion of the world, Dricus du Plessis.
Here he is. The champ is here. Incredible nick. He's in good nick, isn't he?
Terrific nick.
Oh, yes.
He's in sick nick.
Yeah, sick nick. Oh, there we go.
Oh, he's nicking up.
He's getting the shirt on. He's freshly shaven that chest as well.
Is he a laser man, I wonder?
No, I saw a bit of stubble there, a bit of cheap one, 3-day growth on the chest. That thing's been freshly beaten or freshly shaved.
It could be a moose man.
Yeah, it could be.
Unbelievable. I mean, you dream of a body like that, don't you, Dan? You're mesmerised.
He's literally asking the crowd, do you want me to take my pants off? And the crowd resounding yes.
Well, we're Aussies, Dan, and now everyone likes to see what you're working with.
I tell you what, like,
look at that.
It makes a lot of sense why this man's the world champion.
Look, he's world champion. He came out like a world champion. He feels like a world champion. He looks like a world champion.
And you know, every fighter, they all rep their country with a lot of pride, and there's a lot of just national pride generally, right, when you're having that opportunity. There's something about Dricus where he's almost moved to tears every time he talks about South Africa. Like, there just seems to be something even a little bit more for him and for his home country.
Mate, it's powerful. Like, we've interviewed him a couple of times, Tom. We've had the great privilege. And when he's talking all things South Africa, he gets emotional, right? Like, we saw him in Perth. He walked out to the national anthem. He was led out by two great Springboks.
Look, if you're walking out with Springboks, you're basically guaranteed to win.
They've done the Wallabies the night before handsomely.
Khaleesi and Etzebeth.
It's all coming up South Africa at the moment, and he's a big part of that story. Now, if he can continue his run on the weekend, the gravy train keeps on chugging.
Yes.
People of South Africa.
Big time.
Wow, he is looking in great nick. Powerful fighter.
Oh, man, fast.
And really, you know, if you follow Dricus's kind of rise to where he's at the moment, initially, you know, he didn't have that much pop with the audience because he was knocking out all of our favourites.
Yeah.
And he has just continued to do that, and we've been forced to love him. He's forced us to love him because I can't get enough of Dricus at the moment. He is an absolute superstar, and when you actually watch his interviews and speak to him, he's actually, as I said earlier, quite a thinker. You get a bloody good interview out of him.
And a humble bloke as well, you know. He's a nice fella. And
he's got a lot of rugby league about him.
A lot of rugby league about him. Where would he play? What position?
I reckon lock or centre.
Yeah, I like centre.
Maybe even dummy half. Get in there,
a rugby union flanker, I believe. So the man, the man's accomplished. There's no doubt about that.
Look at the six-pack he's rocking. I could only dream.
You might be dreaming about it tonight.
Well, that's a good point.
Well, I mean, he is still Knox. That's his nickname.
Yeah.
He'll put you to sleep, baby. You dream about it.
Yeah, I'll dream about him, baby. Is he taking the pants off? There we go. His Springbok's showing. I can see the Springbok there.
His undies literally say Venom.
Oh, damn, son.
Wow, the crowd going absolutely wild.
That's a penis right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Honest and true.
Dricus du Plessis, you are a credit to this sport. You have been an incredible champion, but I know you're chasing that rarefied air, being one of the greatest of all time. What are your thoughts on the rematch in front of you? I believe the third rematch of your MMA career.
What's up, Sydney? Absolutely incredible to see the show up here tonight. Thank you guys for making the sport incredible. Without you fans, we have nothing. This is insane. And the rematch, I mean, whether it's a rematch, whether it's the first one, I don't care who steps in there with me. I'm there to take his head off, kill him, finish this fight, and show the world that I'm the best middleweight on this planet.
You look beyond ready. We appreciate you being out here today. How about it, folks? The middleweight king, Dricus du Plessis.
There he is.
All right, don't forget, if you don't have tickets, go to Ticket Tech. We will see you for the ceremonial weigh-ins on Friday. Thank you all for coming out.
Now it is time for the Ashley and Martin turning point. It is du Plessis versus Strickland 1. Look at this. I mean, what a fight. It really had everyone. And what I love about this fight is it's such opposite styles. Like, they couldn't be more different in the way they approach a fight.
Yeah.
Even in their, I guess, their build-up to a fight, the way they talk, the way they act, they are really polar opposites.
Yeah, they literally are.
Seriously. And listen, Dricus is 22 and 20 wins, 20 finishes. So you can expect a famous victory here by finish. But here it comes.
You can expect violence.
That is our Ashley and Martin turning point. He's still in his...
There you go. This is good stuff. What have you, mate?
Oh, yeah.
This is perfect.
Oh, wow.
We'll put a blur over that.
Oh,
Jesus.
my God.
They're quite a blur.
Yeah.
My wife's watching, mate.
I mean, I think my shorts are too short.
Mate, I think they got
It's just the size they got wrong, right?
Oh, mate, now listen, it's fight week. It's number 2 against Strickland. How you feeling?
I'm feeling absolutely great. Coming out here, before a fight, doing open workouts is an interesting dynamic for me. Coming out here and, well, I guess for everyone, it's exciting because you see all the fans. Everybody's excited. This is the start of getting all the fans alongside with the countdown and getting all the fans ready for what's about to come.
At what stage during the week does it get real? Like where you sort of maybe go from being calm and just sort of chilled out to then it's like switching on?
Monday morning when I wake up, I'm a different guy than the Sunday morning when I woke up or when I went to sleep. So, but like I said, with this, interesting because it's, what do you do? I'm not gonna do anything that I'm gonna do in a fight over here. I'm just gonna. Yeah.
We were actually hoping to get your game plan tonight.
Yeah, and I don't know. What do you do? I can't just not do what I do, and you're sitting here, you're tired, all that. But once you get this crowd, whether they're cheering or booing, the energy immediately feels up. I just feel great.
You look absolutely incredible. We've been going gaga over your bod. Is this the best league you've ever been in?
Well, thank you, I guess. This is by far the best I've ever felt physically. Diet's been amazing. Conditioning-wise, it's not I'm saying I'm feeling the best like we always do. The numbers are there. We did the test like every fight. Before the camp, 3 weeks out, I know I'm in the best shape I've ever been, by far. And I can't wait to show that on Sunday night.
Now, heading into this fight, obviously you can't give away your game plan, but were there a lot of things watching the last fight where you really went, you know what, we can make some tweaks here and do some damage?
Absolutely. There was a lot of room for improvement. When you fight a guy like Sean with that incredible defense and the incredible ability to not get hit and obviously take a punch,
He took some big ones and he still kept on going. You look at that and go, my accuracy is usually sharp. My strike rate per minute is the highest in the history of the division. Why with him wasn't that possible? And it wasn't because I had an off night, not at all. It was because of him. So you look at that and you go, I need to be sharper, I need to be faster, I need to be cleaner. And everything I do needs to be perfect to win this fight. And that's exactly what we prepared for. To be the best Dricus to ever step in that octagon. To beat the best Strickland that ever stepped in that octagon.
We were talking before about some of the quotes you've had this week and in the lead up to this fight. Most notably was on the Mark Boris podcast where you were talking about, am I willing to die? The real question is, am I willing to kill? The other one being when Sean said, let's make a pact that we'll throw down. You're like, a lion doesn't make pacts with man. Where are you pulling these quotes from? Because they're thug, they're badass, and we've just been talking about how sick they sound.
Well, the one on the podcast, that came straight from the heart. That's exactly how I feel. The other one came from the movie Troy. Achilles said it. My dog's name's Achilles.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty badass. When he said that line, it was like, that's a cold line. And when Strickland said that, I just felt like I feel like Achilles, man. I feel favored by the war gods. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's how I feel going into a fight, like a gladiator going into war. And when he said that, I thought, what gives you the impression that I make deals with you?
Yeah.
We don't make deals. We settle whatever happens in that octagon. And it's not on, we don't agree to any of that. We agree to fight each other. And you'll find out on fight night that whatever you thought you were getting into, it's a different story.
Now, mate, coming out to Australia last time, there was booze and whatever. Now that the crowd's loving you, I feel like you've really earned the respect of the whole UFC community with your wins, with the way you've carried yourself. Do you feel that yourself?
I think it's incredible to come out here, and the love I've received from the whole Australia crowd. Even when in Perth, when I got wooed, I don't necessarily think, I might be wrong, that they so much didn't like me. I was fighting Israel Adesanya, an absolute legend, deserving of the hype, deserving of the cheers. What can you do? What can you do? And I love the fact that the crowd is going crazy, making noise. That's what it's about. Coming out here and hearing cheers for the first time very long, it was refreshing, it's amazing, but still, as an underdog, as a favorite, it doesn't matter. When I go out there, I want to turn haters into fans. I want to turn more so, I want to turn those or prove those who believe in me and cheer for me right. Yeah. So they can go to the guy next to them, ha, suck it, like so many times before. I know how that feels to go and to the guy next to you go, ha, suck it. Yeah. So I know what it feels like. So I love the fact that I give people the ability to do that. So that's what it's about for me. This crowd, 1,300 people.
Unbelievable.
That's insane for an open workout. Like I said, I came to this open workout thinking, I'm cutting weight, I'm tired, what am I going to do? It's almost, I walked in here and I felt like I'm walking out to a fight. I just felt all the energy. I was like, here we go, hyped up and ready to go.
Mate, we've got to let you go quickly, but have you got your mankini packed like you did last time? Just quickly.
Excuse me?
Have you got your mankini packed like you did last time?
I'm not sure. I probably should have, but...
Mate, we can find one for you.
Listen, this seemed like a really good idea when I was up on stage. I didn't bring another outfit.
You don't need one, baby.
No.
And the funny thing is, my corner just went, yeah, do you want to put on your shoes? I'm like, that's going to be even worse. No, I don't want to put on my shoes.
And one more before you go. What do you say to the people that reckon you can't beat Bob Hawke's record with the yard glass? What do you say to them?
Hey, listen, I'm not going out there. I definitely don't have the confidence to beating that record that I do beating Strickland. I can promise you that.
Okay.
I can down a beer. I know that, but that is an impressive record, man.
Yeah. That was our Prime Minister. That was the leader of the country.
I know. How crazy is that? I'd vote for that guy for sure.
Oh, well, that's why he kept getting into power.
Was he a good Prime Minister?
Well, we weren't
before
alive,
our time.
But what
I hear good things. Can we have a skull off before you go?
Absolutely, let's go.
I want to see what you're all about.
Oh, this is not going to end up well.
Here we go.
For you guys.
Only water, obviously.
Well, of course, because we're, we know that the fight's coming up. Let's get this. I'm going to put my mic.
Is there any tips you can give us before we have a crack here?
Yeah. Man, you really have to commit to this. Maybe even try suck it in.
Suck it in? Oh, my God. I don't know if you're taking the piss or not.
No, that's what I'll do.
Okay. All right, I feel like I'm going to...
What a random talent you have.
I know. Listen, you can fight, you can skull.
All right, after this, we immediately got to let you go, mate. Massive good luck on the weekend.
I
really
appreciate
your time, mate.
Cheers, mate. Good luck.
Cheers, mate. Good luck on the weekend. 3, 2, 1. You're not a man. You lost half of it. You're not a man. How did you do that? What's doing? It doesn't count as half of it.
Yeah. Listen, it was. I mean, I was just trying to win at all costs.
Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. Really
good luck, mate.
Good luck,
James. Thank you so much.
Good luck on the weekend.
Cheers.
How can you not love him?
Wow.
How can you not love him?
Listen, do you reckon I won? I think I got close.
No, I felt... I'm sitting next to both of you. He nipped you and you lost most of it. So
and you poured it on yourself.
But you're like... I'd sort of like... Once we finished, I looked up and I'm like, he looks like he's been sitting there...
For 10 minutes.
For 10 minutes.
Literally 10 minutes. There he goes.
Penis and all.
There we go. Oh, we got it on camera here.
Oh, I bet.
He's like sitting there waiting for us.
Yeah, he is.
There you go, Fight Week, brought to you by Musashi, live and exclusive this Sunday, 3/12. It is on KO, it is on Main Event. You do not want to miss it. And I tell you what, how can you not love a bloke like this? Like, you know, blokes like this have put bums on seats. Yeah. They're so good on the mic. They give you the time. I tell you what, interviewing yesterday, he gives you, every time I've sat down with him, you guys sat down with him too, there's no like clock watching, there's no, oh mate, I need to move on. It's as much time as you need.
100%, he's living in the moment. He's what they call a needle mover, Denny.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean?
A few needles were moved tonight, that's for sure.
That's
one was sitting right next to us in tiny little Venom shorts.
Needles all over the place.
Imagine being able to knock out everyone in the room, but also wearing tight little pants that say Venom on them.
Yeah. No, listen, there's power and confidence in being able to rock those things. That's for damn sure.
Here he goes, just once again doing more interviews. Dricus du Plessis. As I said, when he first came on board, being a Whittaker fan, you know, you get on the Whittaker train, you're like, please don't knock out me boy. He does that, and you're like begrudgingly like, oh, okay, I respect du Plessis, but he hurt me boy, so I'm a bit upset.
Yeah.
Then he goes out and he beats Israel, and it got to the point with me, even though I was a bit upset about Israel losing, I was like, how can you hate this bloke? He's great on the mic, he's an absolute legend off the mic, and he goes in there and he absolutely bangs.
Well, he gives the punters what they want, which is, you know, action, right? You know, like there's no boring main events when he's involved.
Alrighty. Fight Week powered by Musashi. UFC 312 this Sunday. Live and exclusive on KO and Main Event. Guys, you do not want to miss this. It is going to be an absolute banger of a card. Thank you for joining us. Tom and Eddie from Hello Sport. Give them a follow on their socials, and we will see you this Sunday. Bye-bye.
Bye.
SWAT only rolls out when things are fast. It's game time. We're not gonna like us crashing this party. Good thing that never stopped us before. LAPD, don't move! You mess with 20 Squad, that means you mess with me.
Move! I'm gonna prove I belong here.
That's what I want to hear.
It's a roller coaster. Enjoy the ride.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
New season, SWAT, Sunday, March 2 on Foxtel 1.
This is TGL presented by SoFi. 24 of the best players in the world. No, the universe. Pitted against each other 3 versus 3. In a first-of-its-kind arena. More Tiger, more Rory, more everybody. 6 teams. Atlanta, Boston, LA, New York, the Bay, and Jupiter. Not that Jupiter. What else? We had a shot clock, mic'd up players, a ref, playoffs, 15 holes, overtime, timeouts. Did we mention the green moves? High tech, higher stakes, and you get to watch it all, baby. Keep up. It's golf.
Hop on and join our avid explorers discover the wonders of the London Underground.
Oh, look at this. What a moment.
Tim Dunn and Sidney Holloway are back to uncover vast abandoned spaces.
Isn't this terrific?
Secret passageways to the unknown.
Wow! This is a real tip of the iceberg moment.
I didn't expect this. And historical gems on every corner.
It is hiding all this. This corridor